At Ben and Kelly Show. Great opportunity to DM us, and then we'll turn around, toss it out to our listeners, see what we can do for you.
I feel like I could sit down with Trisha and have a conversation. She says, hey, Ben and Kelly, this is crazy. I need a little advice. Mm-hmm. I've been dating this amazing guy. We met at a bar. We've been inseparable for the last 5 weeks. Mm-hmm. Then one morning, I get in my car after leaving his apartment. There's a note on my windshield saying, leave him alone, B.
Ooh.
Panicked, I looked around, saw no one. So I told this guy what I found, and he said he thought maybe somebody got the wrong car.
Okay.
Didn't think much about it until an order of black roses showed up at my job.
Oh.
The note says, I won't be warning you again. Leave him alone.
Oh.
So now I'm really freaked out. I tell my boss, he alerts security in our building, calls the police, makes a report. That night, I tell my guy what happened. He seems clueless. Not even a week later, I'm on my lunch break at a coffee shop when this girl comes up and dumps my drink in my lap.
Oh.
She tells me, I thought I told you to leave him alone. This will not get easier for you.
Oh,
then she
dang.
walked away.
Okay.
Yeah. I was really rattled because this girl looked psycho. Finally, this time, my guy admitted this might be a girl he had dated about 4 months prior.
Mm-hmm.
She was obsessed. He had to get a restraining order.
Holy cow.
I was a little upset he hadn't been more upfront with me about this girl, and I don't know if he was being genuine when he said he didn't know who left me the note and the roses.
Mm-hmm.
I really do care for this guy, but this is getting scary. I'm alerting the police, putting in my own restraining order, but is that enough? Will I really be protected? People are crazy these days. Is true love worth what might happen?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that's
way
more extreme than
I was going
what
to say, you are
through.
dealing with a little slice of nutso. 5 weeks in, and okay, for him, yes, I'm sure he is hoping that his ex isn't going to rear her head. And probably he wasn't ready to start saying, hey, by the way, I've got a past who might show up in places.
Yeah, well, the fact that, he wanted to like brush off the first little note didn't seem like it was too threatening. But the black roses, he should have been like, all right, here's the story. I mean, he has a restraining order against her, so he knows she's crazy. So the fact that he wasn't unless he was just too afraid he was going to scare her off.
That's what I keep coming back to. Is like, maybe he's just not ready to admit that, okay, well, maybe that's Brenda.
He knew from the first note. That's who it was.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah, but sure. I think that he probably just didn't want to scare Trisha off by telling her the truth. But wow. Yeah, she's taken the right steps. Mm-hmm. Police report, she's got the restraining order.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I get how she is crazy because listen to the SZA song.
Right.
This is a SZA song right here.
This is Kill Bill.
She's living it out. She is living it out.
5 weeks is that, I feel for Trisha because it's, you feel great about this relationship and you'd want to see it through. You don't necessarily want to cut it off before it begins, but
do you hit the pause button? Like at least give the appearance of
like, hey,
hitting
figure
the pause
this
button
out.
in person.
Right.
So that, maybe the ex thinks that they have stopped seeing each other, but they're still staying in contact and all the things, but maybe she's not going over to his apartment for a while. She may be following him, so if he comes over to her place,
oh my gosh,
then she's going to know where Trisha lives.
It sounds like she would literally have to break up with him for
like they need to stop seeing each other, like physically seeing each other for a little bit until the dust settles, maybe, and legalities kick in. I don't know how long it takes restraining orders to kick in or how any of that works, but maybe it just for appearance's sake, it looks like they broke up, but they're still, talking, keeping in touch, that kind of thing. But this sounds like, from the aggressive nature of the threats, I would take it seriously. I don't think you mess around with that.
Well, just out of curiosity, I want to see what AI advice is. So I put.
Oh, were you putting this in Chat GPT?
I put Trisha's little scenario into Chat GPT.
Okay.
And here's what it spit out. I'm really sorry to hear about the distressing situation you're going through. It's important to prioritize your safety and well-being above everything else.
Uh-huh.
Here are a few steps you can consider taking to protect yourself and assess the situation. Continue working with law enforcement.
Uh-huh.
Obtaining a restraining order.
Sure.
Strengthen your personal security.
All right.
Communicate openly with your partner.
Yeah.
And seek support from loved ones.
Okay. That's great.
All right. Thank you, ChatGPT.
Thank you, ChatGPT.
Thank you.
Is that going to be our new go-to? Like, anytime someone sends us an issue, like, well, let's see what ChatGPT says.
See what artificial intelligence has to say.
Okay.
All right.
That's a fun new avenue to go down.
Well, hey, we feel for you, Trisha. Seriously, maybe you and Kelly can swap some stories and you can figure out how to go because
yeah. And Bethany says carry pepper spray with you everywhere. Yeah. Like that's amping up the personal security there. Make sure that you have a way to defend yourself.
But
if this psycho does show up and violate the restraining order.
But yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with what we're saying, and maybe you pause and you tell your boyfriend, hey, figure this out. I love you. I think this could be something, but
this is scary.
Yeah, we need to figure this out. And so we're going to cool it until you can. And then maybe after things have subsided, we can start, seeing each other again.
And hopefully the ex, if she's acting that psycho and possessive after a 4-month relationship, I'm hoping that person gets some counseling.
Yeah, is able to work through her issues too. So.
Yes, there's some big time issues.
All right, so there you go. That is diving into the DMs. Good luck on 99.7 DJX.